kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this Browns defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Broncos, it's 6-4 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's caught left side by Judy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. Play action. Now Wilson. That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll try the middle with Cook. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Dalvin Cook with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Alex Singleton making the play defensively. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
Here's Watson. Strong grabs it over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series. Things were headed for the red zone, but this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Watson looks to throw again. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 2nd down, a run with Strong. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
And I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Wilson on the move to his left.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Spot that. Spot that. Good shot.
They go play action now. Wilson.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Right.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wilson setting up the screen for Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
14.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On 1st down, right back to Strong. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Here comes Grant on the return. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Wilson.
executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the gun, here's Watson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
2nd and 10.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Now 3rd down and 7.
14, got it.
Now Wilson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
This is 2nd and 8.
Here's Wilson to throw. Complete to Washington. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Browns 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
23 yards the pickup there.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 5. They'll give it to Strong.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together to watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
On 4th down, Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. They run it again with Cook. Gets past one man. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Nifty move. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Washington. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's good. 4 on him for Broncos.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Cook will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Wilson's throw hauled in by Washington. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that one too wide and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Hey, you got to snap it. You got to snap it. Give me that.
Straight ahead is Strong. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, 59! Hey, 59!
Watson now to throw. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Hey, 54! Hey, Lurk! 54!
Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. They can't tackle it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 182 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go play action with Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering.
It's a foot race. Now he's free at the 35. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Denver, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.